going on, Jerome's? So we were sort of out of office and out of pocket on Thursday, undisclosed location. So we didn't talk yesterday about the Vikings. All the pieces are in place for a Super Bowl run. Signing tight end Robert Tonyan, the pride of Indiana State. Hawkinson fired up LFG, Bobby. All right, so they know each other from tight end university during the offseason, which is always a lot of fun. And yes, Robert Tonyan, he of the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers. He recently of the cricket Chicago Bears. Also, he started out his career as a UDFA with the Lions. So he has hit for the cycle for the NFC North. It's hard to do. It's impressive, man. So let's talk about Robert Tonyan today. Background, 30 years young, 6'5", 240, a former baller at the Indiana State University. If he was a bird, he'd be Larry Bird. He was a move tight end. Also was a wide receiver for the Sycamores, which is such a great name. I feel like more teams need to be like that as opposed to, I don't know, Wildcats. Get out of here, man. Anyways, but Robert Tonyan, like we mentioned, UDFA in 2017, was initially in camp with the Lions, was let go, was signed to the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers practice squad, and then eventually worked his way up with the Packers. 2020 was his peak, man. So not a lot of things were great during the Rona. Robert Tonyan was great during the Rona. So he had 52 catches. He had 52 catches on 59 targets, which is extremely, insanely efficient, as well as 586 yards receiving, 11 touchdowns. 11 touchdowns. He was dynamic. He was dynamite, and he basically single-handedly helped Aaron Rodgers allegedly win the MVP. But it's all Tonyan, man. But then, unfortunately, he tore his ACL in 2021, and kind of hasn't been the same since. Played 2022 with the Packers, and then in 2023 signed a one-year deal with his hometown Chicago Bears. And I mean, the Bears offense last year was a lot like the Bears offense this year and going forward. The passing offense is very poopy. So Justin Fields just was not great. Also got hurt. And also Cole Kmet was entrenched as a tight end one. So 11 catches for $112 receiving, zero goose egg D'Angelo Russell touchdowns on 17 targets despite playing in all 17 games. And I know a lot of people will say, hey, signing Tonyan means that Hawkinson isn't going to be ready to go. Maybe not necessarily. Although Tonyan is more of a receiving tight end, doesn't really bring much as a blocker. But in terms of replacing Hawkinson, like is this a Moneyball situation where you fuse Johnny Munt and Nick Muse, your company's computer guy, as well as Tonyan, maybe Trey Knox, to help replace the targets for Hawkinson? Because Oliver's got it locked down as the blocking tight end. Like I don't think that his role is going to change per se. A lot like after Hawkinson got hurt last year, Oliver was still tight end 2. Munt was the receiving tight end and also in 2-minute drills. So it remains to be seen. And yeah, I mean, the Vikings signed Sammis Reyes as the international pathway player, except that had zero to do with Hawkinson's injury. But Tonyan does raise an eyebrow a little bit. But again, the thing that I like about Kevin O'Connell is that Hawkinson won't be on the field until he's 100%. And the Vikings are very smart at hedging their bets and covering all their bases, and picking up Tonyan in this spot, I think it is the logical thing to do, especially since the contract is probably league minimum. There's probably not anything guaranteed. Well, might be a little, probably not. Right? Maybe there's some incentives in there, but you got a veteran, you guy who's been decently productive as a receiving tight end before, and can do it again. And also, he knows the North. Maybe give us an insight what's going on with Eberflus at Kia Toilet and Company. Who knows? But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings signed former Lions, Packers, Bears, tight end Robert Tonyan, the pride of Indiana State. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.